Well, it's Saturday the 9th of February and I've just been out grocery shopping, and when I came home, this is what I found. You might wonder about it being funny stuff to have on your lounge room floor, but there is a method to our madness. On Thursday, the 14th of February, all of this has to fit in our panniers and top box to be shipped to the UK with our bike. So we're just going to explain to you what some of this paraphernalia is and what it's for. Starting over here, we have Kerry's basic riding gear. We have a helmet, very flash little looking thing, pair of boots, socks, wet weather gear, riding jeans, summer gloves and winter gloves, possum gloves for putting over the top of summer gloves and winter gloves if it rains, and riding jacket. Neck scarf, pretty much that's what is on the outside each day when we travel on the bike. Other bits and pieces in this corner. We have a computer and computer bag that we use to write our travel blog, our pouch to put our adapters in or power in the different countries we visit, camera charger and mouse for the computer, pegs, clothesline and spare plug, because often we find there's no plugs in the baths and we really like a bath after a day riding. Security for the helmets when we get off the bike to have morning tea. The chain is expandable, so we'll go through the jacket as well. Spare one of those. We have an umbrella. Hopefully we don't have to use it. Moving across, we have a container full of locks. This is extra locks to put on the tank bag when we're moving away from the bike, and just spare locks. We have our Greggy dinner paraphernalia, a knife, a bottle opener and a couple of spoons. In here we have the electricals for attaching the phone to the bike for added GPS service. We have our earplugs, new ones that we bought cheap from China, and they work like a treat.
Not earplugs.
Oh, sorry, communication. Communication for our helmets so that we can talk to each other. We have spare eyes because we're always needing spare eyes, can't see without them. Greg's chain and lock, a pen, backpack, believe it or not, torches, you never know when you're going to need a torch at night, the GPS. This chain goes on the handle of the bike and attaches to the key so that you can't really start the bike without making sure you take the locks off it, so it's a reminder. We have some medication, some glasses, cleaners. Over here we have some ponchos, again, that we hope we never have to use, but it's easier to have them than to go looking for them. We have a space blanket, just in case we come across anything on the road that we need to help out with. Sunscreen, Alka-Seltzer and lip balm, all the essentials. We have some cleaning materials for the bike, some chucks and a soft cloth. We have ties, ratchet ties and bungee ropes to tie anything on the top of the top box if we buy anything or if our jackets need to come off because it's too hot. Moving across further, we have a cover for the bike, phone attachments for making the phone waterproof while it's on the bike for in case we needed to use it as a GPS, a mini air compressor. This container will hold the WD-40 and the chain lube and some of the chucks and the tyre repair kit so that it's all together if we have to do any repairs on the road. We have a tyre gauge. Sometimes the ones at the servos aren't very accurate, so we take our own. We have some Velcro strips and dots for running repairs for helmets or jackets, anything that we might need. Some super glue also for running repairs, and electrical tape, same reason. A little bit of gaffer tape, might have to buy a new one of those, that won't be enough. Foot stand for when we're at the soft ground. This one is a long-handled screwdriver Allen key, just makes it easier to get to odd spots on the bike. We have a Leatherman in here, which has all the attachments that we probably never will use. Toolkit, everything we hopefully won't need again, because if we need anything more than this, we're out of luck. We have sets of earplugs, one here and one in the top over there for keeping the noise of MotoGPs out of our ears. Fuses and spare bulbs. It's a requirement in the UK and Europe to carry spare bulbs for your bike, so we have some spare bulbs. We have a pair of binoculars. Not sure that we'll take them yet. We haven't for the last couple of trips, but you never know, if they fit, we might take them. Cable ties, different sizes, different lengths, different widths. Very useful. We have the manual for the bike. Again, hopefully we don't need that to do too many repairs because we're not very mechanically minded. Moving over further, we have Greg's riding gear, his helmet, boots, new big Flash Adventure boots, very nice. New big Flash jacket for Greggy, got a bargain. We have his balaclava. No, he doesn't intend to do any robberies. This is to keep his head and chest warm. There's not much else to keep his head and chest warm. Riding pants. Bought these at the Triumph factory last year. Look great, work well. He also has 2 sets of gloves, summer gloves and his Gore-Tex gloves, which are pretty much waterproof. Might get a little bit damp on the outside, but always dry on the inside. We have his wet weather gear. Didn't have much satisfaction with his last lot, so he's got a top and a bottom this time. Underneath here we have a container. We take several of these, which a lot of this stuff fits in, and then goes into the top box. All of this needs to fit in this top box. As an example, it slides in pretty carefully, pretty easily. Everything seems to fit pretty well in containers, and then some things go up the top here, and that goes on the back of the bike. This is our communal gear. Inside these top boxes, we'll have one each for our clothing, which we're not packing now, inside our panniers. At the moment in the panniers are 2 vests. We need these for packing the bike in the container and unpacking on the other end.
The shipping depots.
In the shipping depot. We have a bag each. These will be full of our clothes when we get to the UK, and they just slide into their bag. So at night, we just lift the bag out and go into our hotel room. Over here, we have 3 top boxes at the moment.
Tank bags.
Tank bags, sorry. Getting confused. 3 tank bags at the moment. The rider has to decide which one he takes. This one he likes best because it's nice and small. This one fits a helmet in it and fits and expands, so it holds a lot more, but hopefully we won't need it. And this one, again, hopefully we don't need that much space. This one can actually be made smaller to fit extra stuff in it as well. We have an umbrella. Did I mention the umbrella? I think I did.
You did.
And that's about it, I believe.
Okay.
Inside my jacket pockets will be my camera. We also have a handbag in the top box. Most of everything else will be clothing, which will be in the 2 panniers.
Okay, and that's about it. This is all our packing for Europe 2019.
Thank you.